Hey, Brady, Brent Porcio, TopVelocity.net. I'm going to take you through your pitch and delivery. I'm going to pair you up with Stephen Lacey. So coming out of leg lift, if we see both of you just before leg drive, which would be about right here for Stephen, and then you about right here, you can see Stephen's got a lot more momentum. He's farther off the mound. You can see him getting farther off the mound than you. His front leg is a little bit more out there, but it's still closed. His arms are up. So he's moving faster. His body's already ready to get going into landing. You're taking a little bit longer. So that's being more aggressive just out of lift leg eventually. This is something, as you get better at front foot strike, which we're going to go over, you can start getting more aggressive out of your leg lift, falling forward and down at the same rate. So if we watch Stephen here, as he opens, it's a big drive. You can even see he pushes the plate back into landing, and that perfectly opens his hips. And because he counter-rotated so well, it kept his shoulders closed. So if we watch your drive here, you're pushing into front foot, but you're also flying open. So I like the drive, but you killed it because you couldn't stay closed. So we got to be able to initiate that kind of drive. So similar to Steven, if I walk y'all kind of together with it. So each step, like you can see here right before he puts down, he's even though you're not open yet, but he's still counter-rotated. And then as he's going into landing, he's still, now he's closed. As you're going into landing, everything's opening. So it's a lot to do too. Like if we look at these 2 points right here, you're already turning your knee over and your front foot's wide open. He's staying closed also with his lower half to the last second. So you're opening and driving together. So you can see here, you're opening and driving together. You can see here, he's staying closed and driving initially laterally. So this is a lateral push right here. And then he opens into the linear. And so that way, it's easier for him to stay closed across the board, and the trunk can even delay and stay closed. So, because that's the big problem here. The big failure, unfortunately for you, is that you go into landing and everything's squared up and throwing. So you're killing the transfer of energy, the acceleration of energy through the counter movement of the trunk. So when his trunk goes, bigger release of energy, and his arm wants to turn over earlier. Your arm keeps going in front of your face and turns over later. So you were talking about some shoulder pain, bicep pain, tricep pain. A lot of it comes from the drag of the arm here, where the arm's right here at landing, the arm's behind your back and everything's going early, and you can see Stevens is still closed. And then the late interpretation, because you keep pushing the ball because your trunk went early, so everything kind of went to your arm to finish and push. So when you can learn to separate, when you can learn to really optimize this position that Steven does so well here at landing, as opposed to you being in this position at landing, you're going to see a dramatic change in arm health and velocity.